If you ask to any Indian in a foreign country or right now when we all are suffering from lockdown, what do you miss about life before lockdown? And then they are going to answer that we miss Pani Puri. So today I am going to tell you a recipe that and there will be so many tips so that you can always make crispy Pani Puri at home. So today we are going to learn how to make puri for pani puri. And in fact, pani puri is a very interesting thing. Here, pani means water, and puri is the crispy dough ball. And not only its consistency, because it gives it a really nice consistency when it is filled with potato or any other kind of masala, and then you add pani to it or dahi, then it gives it a very nice crunch, and this makes it very interesting for everybody. And not only Indians, I have two German friends who really love pani puri very much. And also, once one of my friend asked me, "How do you explain pani puri?" I broke this word down and said that pani means water, and puri is a crispy thing. And then he said that it is just like having schnapps or shots, like alcohol shots that they have with Kräuter liquor. So we never tried this thing before, but if you are interested, you can try that thing, and you can experiment a bit with this thing. I was researching a bit about making this video. I come to know that pani puri is known as fuchka in Calcutta or Bihar, and it is in my place it is known as pani fulki and gupchup, and like in Bundelkhand, and in my husband's place in Malwa, it is known as pani batashe. So it's a very famous thing. It's available everywhere and it's very tasty. Another funny fact about pani puri is that this is a very old dish. Reportedly, it was introduced in 600 BC before Christ, and in the kingdom of Magadha near southern Bihar. And it is also said that Pani Puri was first created by Draupadi, the wife of Pandavas, because Kunti, the mother-in-law of Draupadi, challenged her to make a meal of by leftover potato and a small amount of dough. And she created Pani Puri and everybody loved it. So that's interesting thing. And during lockdown, we had so many jokes going on internet about that. Now people are experimenting so much with the pani puri recipes that maybe in future it will be a golden career for everybody. So yeah, during lockdown time, I excelled this recipe and I created some tips. So I am not going to be a pani puri vendor, but right now I am going to share my tips with you so that you can also make crispy puri for your pani puri at your home. Also, I want to thank my beautiful mother-in-law for helping me create this recipe, and this was really a golden time which we spent together, and we did a lot of experiments in the kitchen, and I still miss all of these things. So now let's get started with the recipe. So basically I will say that it is just 3 ingredient recipe. The 3 things that you need is 1 cup of suji or semolina, and here I use hard Weizen grease, which is the same thing by the way. Then you have to add 1 teaspoon of maida or Weizen meal 405, and with some warm water you have to make the dough. I don't consider water as an ingredient. The third ingredient is oil, in which you have to deep fry these pani puris. Now let's talk about the rolling. When you roll this dough, it should not be very thin or very thick, because then your pani puri will not be good. So I already showed you how much consistency it should have, and the dough should not be hard. You should keep it covered all the time. And what I did was I used the biggest cookie cutter. I used a cookie cutter because it was of perfect size. You can use anything, any cover or lid for the steel container will also work fine. Any glass will do also fine. So you can find a a mold by which you can cut these puris. Your dough should not be very hard because otherwise then there will be cracks on the rolled puri, and then your puri will not puff up. So if you want to understand the science of puffing, what happens is that when you have soft dough and when you fry it or apply heat to that thing, some steam is generated, and this steam, when it cannot escape from your dish or from the dough, then it make some enclosed space for itself, and then your puri puffs up. So that's the science of this thing. So we have to um, have the right consistency by which your dough will have proper moisture to puff the puris up, and also it should not be so soft that this moisture is so much that the puri will become soft afterwards. So that's the thing. And other thing is that when you fry these puris, your oil should be hot. So by hot I mean it should not be smoking, but a bit less than smoking hot. So don't worry about the color of the puris, because if you already observe these puri in pani puri vendor shop, they are already in the dark color because they fry the puris at high temperature. So that's why they are darker in color. Now when you are frying, you should not hurry to change the side of the puri. From one side you just leave it. You see, I am holding my mobile phone in my hand, and then I am not touching or disturbing the puris any time. And if you feel that now the puris are not puffing up, then what you do is just take the jharia or the spatula and touch the puri in that way that it is again immersed in oil, and then it will puff up nicely. So either your puri then change their sides automatically, or you can help the puri to change the side. But as I said before, don't hurry up in changing the sides. And then you change the side, and I want to tell you one more thing, that these puris, you see, when you add them first in the oil, then the layer which is in the down side, which is in contact with oil, it is thinner. So this is the side which we have to roast properly, because we don't want to flip the side again, and we don't want to burn that side. And on the same way, this side should be crispy. Otherwise it will not give that crunch when you put the filling inside. Now I made another batch of puris, and then we will discuss a bit more about the process. So your puri should be darker in color. The puri that is not dark in color will definitely be soft afterwards, and yeah, it should be a bit darker than golden brown color. So now you see here in the video, the puris are light in color, and then we will wait for a bit, and then only change the side. And you also take a look at the process, that at first there are so many bubbles, and when this bubble vanishes, only then you should flip the puri, and from the other side, when it is done, you should take out the puri only when these bubble vanishes. So that means the frying process is done. Now if you want to make your puri crispy, and you want it to be crispy afterwards too, your puri should follow some social distancing. So your oil should not be crowded with puri, and also when your puris are done, you should not take all puri in one plate only. You should spread it on a tray, or on a thali, or in a big plate. I am very sure that if you follow all these tips, your puri will be very crispy. And if it is not crispy by any means, then what you can do is, you can either microwave your puri again, or you can put it in a hot oven for some time until they become crispy, or if you are in India and lucky enough to have hot sunlight, then you can cover your puris with a cloth and then put it on the sunlight, and then you can get crispy puri every time you make. And when you store your puri, you should store it in an airtight container. Sure, for that you need to have high quality airtight container in which you have to insert puris after cooling down. If you keep these puris without cooling down, then it will become soft because the steam will escape from the puris and they will make other puris soggy. So here I try to fry a bigger puri, and it was also a bit crispy, but it is not perfect like Raj Kachori. So I have to do some more experimentation for that. So but I think that you are clear about these tips, and if you have any question, you can write me in the comments, and then I will try to answer that question. So here is the final products, my friend, and you see how crispy they are. I will just demonstrate. In the market you also get this product which you can say is ready to fry pani puri, and in Jamuna.com it's available. And as I always tell you that if you want to order from Jamuna.com and you're my subscriber, you can use 5% off coupon, and that is Pragati_Jain. And usually I cook these ready to make pani puri when I have some guest over and I want them to enjoy these pani puri. So it's very fast, and there is nothing that can go wrong with these pani puris. So I use that whenever I crave pani puri and I don't have time to make it. But usually I make it by my own, and my daughter, she just loves to eat plain pani puri. So it's your responsibility to tell me how to make good quality pani for my pani puri, and what are your fillings of choice. And then I will try these recipes and get back to you again. So you see how perfect these pani puris are. And in her first birthday, in my child's first birthday, what I did was I created the whole lot of these pani puri. I fried 2 packets of these pani puri, and then created a whole like a bucket full of pani puri water, and then I used that served that in my party. Thank you for watching this video till the end, and if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, subscribe to my channel, and show your love in the form of comments. And if you have any question, feel free to ask. I will try to reply it soon, and we will meet again with a new topic and a new video. Until then, bye bye.